Welcome to ProjectME, the podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Carter, the founder of ProjectME, multimillionaire entrepreneur, former TV newscaster, money-making expert, female empowerment speaker, and self-proclaimed office supply addict. My mission is to take the mystery out of making big money. Every week on ProjectME, the podcast, I'll share success tips, strategies, and stories from other entrepreneurs, experts, and millionaires, showing you exactly how you can achieve your most exceptional life. Now let's get to it. Welcome to ProjectME with Tiffany Carter, the podcast and posse. I'm your host, Tiffany, and we're going to get you to make money utilizing emails while you're doing other things. Whether it's working with other clients, whether it's luxuriating, whether it's dropping your kids off at school or sleeping, you want to make sure that you have content that is selling for you while you're doing other things. It's a way of replicating yourself, duplicating yourself. Because if it's always dependent in your business, whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're a product-based brand, a service-based entrepreneur, a medical professional, it doesn't matter. If you are only dependent on yourself to get the leads, the referrals, the clients, you're going to burn out. You're going to get resentful. And it's also dangerous because you get sick. Shit happens in life. You go through, depression, you have family issues, and you're not always going to be able to do it, nor are you going to always be in the energy of doing it. And I don't want you depending on that. That was one of my big lessons I learned with my first company that I still have, is that I was making it all dependent on myself and my connections and networking and making the phone calls and doing the proposals in order to land those clients. And then I would get exhausted because then once I got clients, I'm pouring into those clients, and then I have less and less energy to get new clients. And then pretty soon I get enough clients that I have almost no time or energy left to pursue new clients. And then you're in a real conundrum. Is that a word? That's a fun word. I'm pretty sure it's a word. I'm sure someone will let me know. Betty Sue will let me know. I'm sure. Conundrum. I feel like it's an SAT word. I'm really impressed with myself right now that I'm using this word. I sound really smart saying it. Conundrum. And I could never spell it, by the way. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to try. Fortunately, to be a multimillionaire, you don't have to know how to spell or do math in your head, or I would definitely be living in a tent somewhere. So I am starting a new series, which is Digital Marketing Made Easy, where I'm just laying out the straight up basics on certain key points of digital marketing that are going to make your life easier, make it easier for you to get leads, clients, and cash, and just give it to you straight and cut through all of this noise that you gather online from all of your scrolling and signing up for things. I'm not saying not to do that, because I have great master classes. I have a lot of great free content. You're listening right now to free content. I just would caution you not to listen to 6 people at once. If you start everyone has a little bit of a different take. And if you're listening to someone or reading their stuff your heart starts racing, your throat tightens, your brain spins, it just feels like it's so much and it's overwhelming, then don't listen to that. That doesn't mean you have to do it that way. I'll tell you straight up when there's shit you have to do, and whether you like it or not, I'll tell you what those things are. I always tell you what the catch is. But you know that I'm the self-proclaimed world's laziest entrepreneur. And the great thing about hiring and working with someone who's like that is I'm always looking for the path of least resistance. I am looking for the easier way, the simpler way. I'm not saying I look necessarily for a shortcut, but you bet your ass I'm willing to pay for a shortcut. But I'm just not available for unnecessary hard or just busy work. I used to be that person, and it tricks your brain into thinking you're doing something and you're working so hard because it feeds into the belief of in order to be successful and have a lot of money, you've got to work so hard. You got to do all the things. And so then you, of course, do all the things, but then you don't get all the money. And even if you do get the money, you're miserable and tired and resentful of that. And then you've robbed yourself of joy, and it's all crap. So we're not available for doing things that are unnecessarily hard. That doesn't mean you don't have to do hard stuff to grow and scale your business. Anyone who tells you you don't, and all you have to do is inject frog serum and then take a trip to Costa Rica and do ayahuasca for 3 days, and miraculously you're going to be pouring in the cash without changing your business model, learning any proven strategy, having a profitable content plan, any of those things, they're full of shit. And you're buying into it because it sounds easy. I've bought into so many things. How do you think I ended up with the damn shake weight? And if any of you saw on Instagram stories, I really have a serious 2 a.m. random Amazon purchase problem. I'm slowly getting it together. It's apparently what I did to calm my nerves because I was so nervous for my 2-day event. And I realized I really lost it when I bought a ropeless jump rope. Yes, my friends, a ropeless jump rope. It's just the fucking handles, and it wasn't cheap. So I bought just the handles of a jump rope. There was some part of me that thought that was a brilliant idea. And it's not like these were like weighted where they were like, 5 pounds each side or something. I mean, last time I checked, I could hold out my hands and jump in place if I wanted a cordless jump rope. Thank you. I'm curious, what is the weirdest shit you guys have bought? Because you just told yourself you bought into some fantasy. We know I've bought the shake weight. I also bought that weird ab vibrating machine. It's like an ab belt. I don't know if any of you remember that. I used to go out to the clubs and then I'd come home and I'd be eating Lego My Eggo waffles or Nacho Bel Grande with extra hot sauce. Those were my moves. Wasn't it fun when you could eat whatever you wanted, not get fat? And then I would be awake, probably from all the sugar from the alcohol. And there would be the late night infomercials, and I'd end up with all sorts of things. Damn, those were good. Are they still on? I wouldn't know because I go to bed at 7. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. I go to bed so early. I bought, this ab vibrating thing. So what story I told myself from watching the person with the 6-pack who had it on, and she's cooking eggs with it on. She's vacuuming with it on. She's putting on a face mask with it on. She's bathing her child while it's on. And I told myself the lie that I could wear it while I'm on conference calls, because I'm on conference calls, this was at that time. Back in the day, I was on conference calls all the time, just pacing around. So I might as well wear this at the same time. And I mean, how couldn't I end up with amazing abs on top of me going to the gym all the time? I mean, that just makes so much sense. So I bought into it, right? Instead of me going, well, if I really want to have abs like that, perhaps I shouldn't go out partying a few times a week. Perhaps I shouldn't have Nacho Bel Grandes at 2 or 3 in the morning, right? So I bought into that. I'm curious, you guys have to DM me. Or better yet, take a screenshot and share. Oh, I'll die. That'll be so funny. And then I'll repost it. Share the most ridiculous thing you bought. Maybe it was a course. I also bought a book, and I don't want to get the title right because I don't want to get sued. So I'm going to have to kind of change the title, but it was a book basically saying how to get 1 million followers. I'm sure some of you listening bought the book, and I'm sure it's still being advertised. And it was like, there was some other promise in there. It was like in 45 days or something like that. And I bought that early on in starting ProjectME. So it had to be like 4 years ago. I mean, why am I buying that? Because I wanted to believe that this person really had some special secret to going viral on repeat to grow that fast in that short of a period of time. And it was that simple that I could buy it in a book that was $14.99. It's crazy, the lies that we tell ourselves. I mean, think about how insane that sounds. If someone had a secret to getting 1 million followers, even if it was 1 million followers in a year, they would be packaging and selling that shit for a lot of money, a lot more than $14.99. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful about what we buy into. That's why I'm so straight up with you guys about my programs and my offers, who they're for, who they're not for, and what are the promises, not guarantees, because there's no guarantees in anything. There is no guarantee, especially in service-based stuff. There's no guarantee because I can't guarantee your ass is going to show up. I can't guarantee if you're going to do the homework. I can't guarantee if you execute on my proven plans, techniques, and strategies. You're crazy not to, because they've been proven time and time again. And in my 6-month mastermind that I'm currently taking applications for, this is designed so that 2022 can be your most profitable year yet, and you can stop messing around in your business. Take real, clear action, know exactly what you need to do, what to stop doing, make sure that your offers are set up to be profitable and irresistible, and how to make sure your content is selling for you so you don't have to. We need to make absolutely sure of that. So right now you can access the application for my 6-month ProjectME Mastermind in my Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany. It's in the link in my bio. That's the easiest way to get to it. Now, if you are not on Instagram, and as long as you are signed up for my Secret Posse free email list, which would be nuts for you not to, because I share every single week, you get an email that is designed to be read in 30 seconds or less, with exclusive content, with millionaire mindset tips, manifestation exercises, your money-making affirmation for the week, and then exclusive sales, and where you get first dibs. So if you're signed up for the list, if you go search your inbox for ProjectME with Tiffany, you might have to look in spam too, because a lot of emails go in there. You'll see in the emails, we also have a link to the application. Don't wait, because there's only 8 spots left. So don't wait on this. This is a container of a maximum of 12 people. This way you get customized and personalized attention. And all the details are inside my Instagram highlight. I'm constantly talking about it. You get monthly one-on-ones with me. You also get high-level group coaching one-on-ones where I'll be on there as well, but I'm also bringing in a hand-selected guest that is going to coach you, not just motivate you, but coach you and help you grow your business. The main goal here is bringing fresh cash into your business. So everything is designed for that. You also are going to get a group text that we're all going to be on. This way we can have support for your daily, business questions, weekly business questions, and your meltdowns, and stuff to make each other laugh and keep each other going and hold you accountable so you actually do the damn thing. So you have to apply to see if you're the right fit right now where you're at in your business, and if this is the best use of your time, energy, and money. Again, that link is in my bio on Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany. So one of the things that I love teaching is how to create emails that get clients and cash for you while you're busy doing other things. So yeah, of course you need to grow your list, but I didn't start my damn list till the end of 2019. So don't be telling yourself lies like, oh, Tiffany makes all this money because she has some big list. I do I don't have a big list. I have a respectable list of that's high quality. I don't know the exact number, but I can tell you I'd be shocked if I asked Sam and she said I was at 10,000. I'm not at 10,000. I don't think. I would be shocked. And if I am, it's not much over that. So I just want you to know what numbers we're working with. I'm not in these people have 50,000 list, 100,000 list, but my list is high quality and I'm more interested in that. They're my ideal clients. They're not random people that I did kind of like clickbait offers to just to get their emails. So don't do that kind of stuff, because if you do clickbaity offers, you'll end up with clickbaity type people, and those people don't buy from you, and it's just a waste. It's not worth it. So how you get your emails to convert for you while you're doing other things is, one, you have to plan out when you're launching things and promoting things. You can't just do it from your ass. If you really want to have big cash, you have to treat your business like a business, not like it's some, kind of side hobby or a side piece where you're like just gonna do things from your ass, or, oh, I do things intuitively. I'm not saying not to use your intuition. I'm all about that. I'm all about channeling aliens, all that shit. Okay? Your dead ancestors. You do whatever you need to do. I use all of it. I'm all about that life. But you also need to plan and be strategic. Okay? So I want you to map out. So let's say you're like, Tiff, that's great. I have a Black Friday offer. I'm doing a holiday offer. I'm selling something for people to start in the new year or whatever. You need to take a look at your emails every single month. So to nurture your email list, okay, just to nurture the list, you need to have one email go out a week. That's it. That's 4 emails a month. Now, when you are promoting something, like I am promoting right now, my 6 month mastermind, the applications, right? You're going to have more emails going out. I have about 3 going out a week. And then we might up it on the last week of the applications, we might up that to I think we up it to 6 or 7, something like that in the last week. So when your cart is closing or when you're going to stop the applications. And it's not enough just to send out any email. That'd be like you posting just anything on Instagram or anything on TikTok. Posting just anything just to post it. That doesn't fucking work, right? This is probably why it's not working. But the first order of business is you need to get people on your list. You need to get people off social media and on your list. You don't own anything on social media. They could shut you down at any time, right? Anything can happen there. We need to get people on your list. To get people on your list, and I have other episodes about this, we also have very detailed trainings with great examples inside my ProjectME Posse membership, full video trainings that are better than any course out there, teaching you how to do this. But you've got to have a really sexy freebie, one that you should be charging for, but you're giving for free. That's really the trick. But your email list should be a freebie in of itself. What I mean by that is your email list, someone joining your list should be sexy enough in of itself. You guys joining my Secret Posse weekly digest is absolutely valuable in of itself. In fact, I should charge a monthly fee for you to get this stuff. There's a lot of apps that are out there that you guys probably have that are already charging you, $5-10 a month for the kind of content that I put in there for you. So it's exclusive content. It's not regurgitated stuff from my social media. I make sure it's fun. I make sure it's timely. I make sure it's useful. I make sure it's helpful. It even has its own opt-in landing page. So it's not just some simple little pop-up, join my list. You can go to projectmewithtiffany.com/secret posse. projectmewithtiffany.com/secret posse. It's in my old branding. We did a branding refresh and we haven't updated that page, but you'll get the point when you go to it. So make sure you're looking at my emails. You can study them. Now, if you try to copy them, number one, they're copyrighted, so I'll come for you. Number two, your niche, your audience is not the same. You don't have the same voice as me. That's what makes you unique. So your ideal client, even if you feel your ideal client is the same as mine, the way you talk, the way you connect, the way you communicate, your style, it's totally different than mine because I'm uniquely me and you're uniquely you. So don't copy other people's stuff. It's not going to work, but you'll be able to at least see a theme. You'll be able to see a theme, see how it makes you feel. So in order to make money off your emails, one, right? Like I said, you got to get people on that list and people in a habit of opening the emails and wanting to open them. And they'll open them if you put good shit in there. So you need to find out what that is. Number two, you need to plan your launches. So okay, we're nurturing, we're nurturing the audience with nurturing the email list with great content in September, October, and then November, we're launching this. And then in December, we're launching this. And I still send out nurturing the once a week nurturing emails during a launch. There's additional emails on top of that are promotional. And I've earned the right to do that and not turn you guys off because I give you such high value content in that Secret Posse weekly digest. So it's not a turnoff, and I'm not constantly promoting. You don't want to be constantly promoting. The only people that really can get away with constant promotions would probably be places like Old Navy, Nordstrom's, like these big kind of department stores are your absolute favorite like brands. Or beauty brands or something like that. They can get away with it. Even those emails get annoying, but I wouldn't constantly be promoting. So here is the trick to make sure those emails are converting. You need to have your subject line needs to be an attention grabbing hook line. So you're just going to have to get better and better at doing those. I wouldn't necessarily put in the hook line, new program I'm offering, read below. It's like, that makes it about you. What else could you, put something in there about a problem that your ideal client is having. Make it about them. Don't make it about you. Now, sometimes it's okay in promotional offers where you do like, hurry, 24 hours left. You're not going to want to miss this. You can weave those in there too. That's okay. But I would say a majority of them, make sure that you're speaking to your ideal client's perceived pain points and their core desires. Just like I teach you guys and I've taught you, whether you're inside my Posse membership or you've binged my episodes like I teach you in here, the email's no different. You need to put people into a place in these sales, so to speak, emails of not sharing with them just the features and the facts of your program, your services, your product. Yeah, that's nice to know, but that's not really it. You need to focus on the transformation they're going to get. You need to focus on the promises. What can they expect to happen once they do the thing? What happens afterwards? What does the transformation look like? How could that impact their life? How is your thing going to help alleviate their problems in their life, their issues in their life? How is it going to do that? And make it very clear that it's going to do that. Your competence in your stuff comes across through your emails. Just like the competence I have in my 6-month mastermind, there's no way that doesn't come across here. I know for a fact how I've designed it, where it's all strategically designed to get fresh cash coming in your business so the damn thing will grow and will keep growing. You cannot fail having me as your coach and the other experts I'm bringing in for you. You cannot fail in the 6-month container unless you don't show up and unless you don't apply. You cannot fail. It will not happen. Period. End of story. That conviction is totally true and real. You have to have that same conviction about your stuff, right? Whether you are someone who teaches fat loss, whether you're someone who helps with hormones, whether you're someone who's a social media expert, a lawyer, you're a medical professional, whatever it is, you need to have that same conviction. I'm not saying making a claim like, oh, you're going to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. I'm not saying that. What are your promises? That if she or he followed everything you taught in your program, would they have more energy? Would they wake up feeling refreshed instead of like a bag of balls? Would they be able to get a handle and manage their cravings instead of their cravings consuming them? Would they feel less puffy? Let's look at one when it comes to, let's say, I like picking like stuff that are like harder examples. Let's say you're someone who is in real estate, okay? And you're like, well, God, my email list, it's like, okay, well, most realtors, you guys want more listings, right? That's what you guys want. So you want more listings. And your job and your email list is to be on the top of mind and show your authority and expertise and that you're a trusted resource in your industry. So what types of things can you share in your emails that is going to make your ideal client go, damn, she really knows her shit. Wow, that's really helpful. I know a friend who's thinking of selling their house. I'm going to forward that email. Tons of people forward my emails. I love when you guys forward my emails. You need to check her out. Oh, this is the girl whose podcast I was telling you about. It takes one button to forward an email. Or, oh, she has a free masterclass going on and she rarely does these. You need to make sure that you check this out. I may or may not have a free masterclass coming in the next couple weeks, just saying that you are for sure not going to want to miss and that I've never done before. And I may not do it ever again. Just saying. But you got to be on my email list to make sure you get that, which is projectmewithtiffany.com/secret posse. See what I did there? And it's true, but do you see what I did? That's what you need to do. Get people excited. What's in it for them? Focus on the transformation that they get, the promises that they get, what their life could look like. Imagine feeling like this. Imagine going to bed knowing this. Imagine. And relate to them in terms of their problems, right? Let them know you understand where they're at. And that's why you created this thing, so it can help them with X, Y, and Z. But they've got to take that action first. The other thing I want you to do in these emails is you need to get on the offense of their objections. Most common objections are, right, money, people not having the time, people making up stories and believing lies in their heads that something is going to be so much work and it sounds scary. They're afraid of failing. They're not sure if it's going to work. What are other people going to think? What are they going to do if their spouse isn't on board? You know your ideal client the best, right? You need to get on the offense of those objections in those emails. I call it straight out. You might be thinking, well, Tiffany, a multimillionaire who's been in this industry for 14 years and has over $120 million in sales transactions, I bet her 6-month mastermind is so expensive. It's totally out of my price range. So I'd be embarrassed to apply, because then if she accepts me and then it's like some wild amount, I'm like afraid to even know what that is. And then what if it doesn't work? And then I feel like I'm going to be in debt. I get ahead of it. I call it straight out, which, by the way, I'm offering, which no one offers in this level of mastermind. I'm offering a 6-month payment plan. So there's zero way you cannot afford this. Like, I promise you that. There's zero way you can't get resourceful and afford this. I've purposely done that. And I don't think I've ever offered, maybe I have one time, a 6-month payment plan, because it's a risk for me to offer that. So I make sure I share inside those emails things like that. I make sure I get on the offense of time. Oh, really? Well, how much time are you wasting doing blah, blah, blah a day? Let's use the fitness niche example. Oh, so you're tired and you don't know if you'll have the time and you're thinking you're going to have to meal prep all this food and go to the gym twice a day and you don't know how you're going to have the time and energy to do it. Well, it's amazing how much more time you're going to get back when you have the energy, and you don't have the energy now because you feel like a sloth. And doing my program is going to get you the energy back, which is going to lengthen your day and give you more time and mental clarity so you can get more done. And you can't have one without the other. You have to lovingly talk sense into your ideal client because she or he is at their worst and not thinking clearly. You hear me often say it to you guys, and I have it in the emails. It's like, there's a reason why there's all forms of business loans and grants and credit cards. You tell me one business person that doesn't have a successful business, that didn't start that business, so to speak, in debt. ProjectME with Tiffany Carter was started probably $40,000 in debt. Now, my bank or my lender, I borrowed from my other company. But so what? My first company, I use credit cards. Yeah. You've got to spend money to make money. It's called an investment. It's not like I bought a fucking TV, right? So you've got to point that out to people of what this is an investment that you're making in yourself, whether it's your health, whether it's your net worth, whether it's the fact that you need to go for it because would you feel guilty? Would you feel regret if now we're at this time next year and you're in the same damn place? How would that feel if you're in the same exact place financially and with your business this time next year? My guess is that would not feel good. Well, that's what's going to happen unless you take big action and do something different. You're either setting yourself up to have more success or you're setting yourself up for more of the same. Period. End of story. Please feel free to share that with your audience. Share that with your people. You're either setting yourself up for success or you're setting yourself up for more of the same by each of our choices, whether we're choosing to do big scary things or we're choosing to do nothing and make excuses. There's a catch to doing the thing, there's a catch to not doing the thing. And which do you want? I would rather go for the damn thing and deal with that catch because then I can at least say I went for it and tried. Versus not going for it, having more of the same. There couldn't be anything more disempowering than that. So you've got to get ahead of their objections in your own way and with your own level of conviction inside those emails. And remember, you're just talking to one person. There's only one person reading it. There's not 5,000 people all around a computer reading an email. It's one person. So just use you and you're talking to one person. Picture like you're writing almost like a pen pal. You're writing a letter to a friend who's in a lot of pain in this particular situation. What would you say to her? With love, but with firmness too. Because I don't want you to enable your person. I want you to empower them to take action. What would you say, whether you do have a daughter or a son that's this age or not? What would you say if you had let's say like a 24-year-old or you had a 19-year-old and they were struggling with this? What would you say to them? Would you go, oh, it's okay. You don't need to do anything. Don't invest in your dreams. Don't go for it. Yeah, you don't have the time or money and it might not work. Would you say that? Oh yeah, don't invest in your health. You'll probably quit. You won't do it. It's not worth it. No, you wouldn't say that. You get what I'm saying here? So whether you have 5 people on your list, you have 10,000, it doesn't matter. You have to start sending these emails. The conversion rate with emails is incredibly high. And please allow your content to help you make money while you do other things. This is one way we make money without burning out. which is one of the prime focuses of my mastermind. So you can go and apply. The link is in my bio on my Instagram at ProjectME with Tiffany, or you will get an email if you're on my email list, which if you're not running to do that after listening to this episode, I'm highly concerned for you. And that's at projectmewithtiffany.com/secret posse. I love you guys so much. Please, please, please share this episode with somebody. Share the show with someone who you think would enjoy it. That helps the show continue to grow and flourish, and really helps it make it all worth it for all the work we do behind the scenes to bring you this high-level content for free. Wishing you guys great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.